Yes, sir.
Good.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody back to another Grownassmentoyz podcast / Toy Room Tour. I am one of your hosts, Marvelous Shot.
I put the 425.
And I'm the real comrade.
And we are outside, and that is for sure. Now, listen, guys, please, before we get started, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. I say that every video. And it's to the point now I'm starting to think we don't even have to introduce ourselves because you guys should know who we are. But we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Down right here. Boom.
Facts.
Hey, so, man, amazing show going on today. We've been trying to get this one lined up for a while.
Wow, long time. A long time.
So we're gonna dig into the details in a minute. But before we get started with that, how was your guys' day today? What y'all been doing today?
Man, I've been gaming all afternoon with some dickhead that won't leave me alone. I know you won. I see you.
Yeah, who that is?
Special needs.
He's like, are you gonna keep playing that bullshit ass game?
Maybe you playing that bullshit ass Monster Hunter.
Whoa,
Like, man, get off that shit, bro. Get off that shit. Hey, play some Call of Duty or something. Get off that shit.
That shit is fire. It's kind of hectic in my household at the moment. They are repainting, not this weekend, of course, because it's a weekend, but like all the shit in the kitchen, the living room is in my room, is in the other room. So it's kind of hectic, but I'm here, baby. You know,
there we go.
I've been gaming.
There we go. Comrade, how about you?
Busy day, man. Busy day. A good day. Ain't nothing bad about the day. I think when my days are going really uncertain and I don't know what's going on next, that's a bad day for me because I like to have everything set up. But today, for the most part, everything got handled. It was a fantastic day. Got on and chopped it up with these guys, and we got some stuff coming up for you guys that's gonna be pretty interesting. But you know, I love brainstorming. I love new ideas, and we had a lot of those today. So that's what made today great.
Business. Yeah, definitely same here. I would say a productive day.
Yeah.
He said did a little bit of gaming with Collector. Talked some business with you guys, run up some business ideas, and just getting myself mentally prepared for tomorrow. Like Mondays, I don't know, just we hate getting up on Mondays. We hate, because my kids got to go to school and all that, and I'm the Uber driver. So I'm not a Uber driver. I'm the Uber driver. I take everybody to school, pick everybody up, go here, go there. Just like, God damn, I don't look forward to that. But hey, man, the kids are our future. Hey, so listen, man. The show today, this is going to be an amazing toy room tour. Now, this is the part I'm going to insert the music. Insert Halo music. Remember that shit, Collector?
Halo music.
This is the boom. Hey, we've been trying to get this guy on for a minute. We have a chat. We got a chat with him. It's a community chat.
Yeah.
Everybody that rock with Grownassmentoyz is in there. So we're trying to get him in there, trying to get him to do a show. And it was, he's a busy guy. He's busy. He couldn't just commit to something right away. So we had to find the right time, and we found that time. If you've been to conventions, Legion Cons, shit, fucking, I guess Joe's Fest, I believe he was there too a few times. What's the other one, Conrad, in PA, man? What's it called?
Zulocon
or something like that. Boom. I know he was there too. Everybody has some of this guy's work.
Yeah.
We got a lot of his work individually. Boom. There you go. And mine is all up here. I can't reach it because I ain't tall like that yet, but mine is all up there. Mine is all up there. So everybody has got some amazing work from this guy. Definitely a staple in the toy community. Everybody loves this guy. You see that sign right there. Even just the style, you should know who did that, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, I'm talking about nobody other than DBlakeMakes. Yo.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me on here. I know it's been tough. I know, tough. Life is tough, man. You know, life is tough. Throwing you them curveballs.
Yeah.
You know, you schedule something and then something hits the fan, and then
Right.
you know you gotta move on. So I appreciate y'all flexibility, and you know, here we are. We finally made it, guys. We did
Hey,
it.
listen, even you're right. Life happens. Curveballs are thrown at us all the time, but we couldn't miss this shit. We was like, yo, get to the calendar. Let's see what we got open. Let's make this work.
Right.
Let's move some shit around. Because this was the week. Like, if we had got you last week, this week was gonna be our online peep show that we was gonna do. So we just go ahead and well,
listen, we needed to give people a little bit of time to understand and digest One Oak, right?
Yeah.
We needed a little break, right? You can't just One Oak to me like that.
Crazy.
Man, One Oak needs his own world, right? So let One Oak cook, and then now I can do I can come in with the dessert, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. That makes sense. Yeah. If for those who know what we're talking about, we did a toy room tour with One Oak Customs.
Yes.
It's on the page now. Go check it out if you haven't already.
Yes.
But this
We'll
is
never see a collection like that.
Bro, listen. That's true, but I'm sure looking at your shit now, I'm like, yo, bro, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and I like it. And I know. I was telling them last week on the 2 weeks ago when we did One Oak Custom podcast. I said, damn, bro, I like talking to everybody because you to see everybody's collection and see how they have their stuff set up.
Right.
It always
different.
Everybody's different. Everybody home.
You get inspiration. You can get inspiration from someone else, you know.
That's it. Everybody's layout and homes and shit is different. So everybody's going to have their stuff positioned in different areas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I really get excited when I talk to people who collects what I know about. You know, things that I know, things that I collect, things that I love. That really makes me happy because it's like, damn, I can really, like, I'm going to engage anyway, but now I can really engage.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and when I was following D Blake for the longest, he posts it in his story of his new toy room collection where he started from. It was a small little section, and then he just like went in. So
the bomb went off. The bomb went off. Yeah, man.
Yeah, even a new workstation to do these amazing signs.
Right.
Yep.
Can't wait to check all that out.
Right over there. I got it all cleaned up. I cleaned it up too for this. You know, I made it real nice. And you know, I even vacuumed, right? My wife come downstairs and she looked around, she said, now this is how it should look. And, you know, I was like, yeah, that's what's up. But you know, you start collecting boxes, right? You get boxes and then you just start unboxing things and you got pieces laying all over the place. You got boxes laying all over the place. You got zip ties everywhere, you know, them little bread ties, whatever. And you just start, it just starts piling up. And then you just like, one day you just need to sit down and throw it all in the trash, you know, and sort it all out. Put all your little guys in the little baggies, all your little accessories, you know, and throw that in the fodder bin, whatever, and clean it up, you know, and make it look nice. Put them guys on the shelf, take them off the table, put them up on the shelf because you're done playing with them for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
True. So I know for a fact, like the wife was like, wait a minute, who's coming over? Why are you cleaning? Like, who is coming?
It's been on my to-do list and she's been on me about it for a minute. So she, you know, but I said, you want to come see my office now? And she's like, yeah. So she came down. She's like, yeah, that's what's up. Like, that's nice. So it's nice, you know. Made me feel good. I got the seal of approval, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it out here just in case if nobody knows D Blake or who D Blake is. D Blake, you do these amazing signs, logos, and stuff like that. How long have you been doing this for?
Damn, bro. This is gonna be my 5th year. Kind of 5th year. I did it like mid-COVID, like mid-2020 for a minute. You know, I started it. Yeah, it just blew up, bro. It just blew up. I never expected it. It never was this was never on my bingo card, you know, to be selling these things. And I did it just for me, for myself, and made a couple signs for my collection. And then yeah, there you go. So I hook it all up. I got people all over the place, got these things everywhere now, you know, around the world. I've sold thousands of these things around the whole world, from Germany, Australia, you know, you name it. These things are everywhere. And I can't even believe it. You know, I started off my first, like, I only had maybe like 6 designs that I did for myself. And now I'm over 250 designs. I'm doing shows. I'm going all over the damn place, you know, it's been crazy, man, but it's been fun. It's been fun, you know.
It's amazing. So what made you do signs though? Like
I want them for my
dioramas?
collection. I'll tell everybody every show, I'm my biggest customer, right? I'm nobody, no bigger customer mirror. I'm like, if I want it, I'm making it for me. You see, I got Indiana Jones, I got Street Fighter, I got Mortal Kombat, like all these things. I just want my sign, my thing to pop. I think I saw it years ago in one of my collection things on Facebook, collecting groups. Somebody was like cutting out the paper from the packaging, right?
Yeah, cardboard,
and I was like, yeah, I was like, that looks dope, but I was like, nah, it's got to be nicer. It's got, you know, I put too much money onto my shelves to just put a piece of paper up in there, you know? So I said, let me figure this out. Let me see how I can pop it, make it pop, you know? And I got myself a 3D printer. I started playing around with it, learning how to do it, learning how to, you know, I've always been a graphic designer. I've always been drawing, but 3D was new for me, right? So I could draw them, you know? So I drew all these logos. I don't just take an image offline. I'm drawing them myself. So I could draw them, and then I just had to figure out, how do I make it 3D? How do I make it thick, you know? And then how do I want to paint it, right? And I'm like, I want to look like an enamel pin, you know? So let me figure out how to make a little lip and then put the paint up in there and let it dry out and make it nice and shiny and look pop, you know? So, and that's just it. I made it for my own shelves. I shared it in one of my Facebook groups, and that shit just blew up, dude. It's just like, people are like, yo, where'd you get that Spider-Man sign? Where'd you get that Venom sign? I was like, oh, I make them, you know? And bro, at the time I was literally painting them with nail polish, bro, because I was like, I want a color, like I want the right color, but I want a hard paint, right? I want like a hard enamel paint. And the only thing I could think of was nail polish, right? I didn't even know enamel paints existed. I just knew acrylics, right? So I was literally like dripping nail polish. Like I'm at Target in the nail polish out, like looking, and I'm like, yeah, that's like the X-Men yellow. Yeah, that's like the X-Men red. Yeah, that's like the Spider-Man. All right, you know, and sitting there with the yellows, trying to figure out which colors I want, right? And I'm sitting there and I was dripping damn nail polish up in these things, you know.
Wow.
So my first few customers was getting nail polish signs, and that was dope, and that worked. And then I discovered, you know, just doing that, just discovered new ways of doing it and new materials. And then I found enamel paints, and I was like, that's what I needed all this time. And, you know, but anyway, so I did it up, and then people were just like, would you sell those signs? Can you do X-Men? Can you do X-Force? Can you do this, that, Punisher, you name it? And just blew up. And here we are, you know?
Yeah. Sick, bro. Sick.
Crazy.
Wow.
So on the, like, you are a collector first, I'm assuming, and then you are a businessman by way of collecting.
By way of collecting, yeah.
So like, what my curiosity is, you know, I sell every now and again, but I know that there's a space that if I had too much going on, I probably couldn't keep it up. Ever experienced that where, like, well, damn, you know, maybe even in the beginning, like, I'm making these two signs, but they want another one. Not everybody free. I'm just one guy. I got a job. I got a family. Like, so what was that point, and what did you do to adapt?
Like, how do I balance that? How do I balance that work hobby life? You know, I straight up tell people, like, I need 3 weeks. You put an order in, you got, like, if I can do it in a week, I'll do it in a week. But 3 weeks is it, you know, like I got my own job. I got my own family. Like, I got work life, you know, home life. And this is still a hobby for me, right? So don't put me on a chain, right? So I want everybody to have these. But, you know, you got to give me time to make them too. It is a handmade product. It is not something I'm manufacturing. It's not something I'm ordering, I'm shipping to you. I'm legit making them to order. If I don't have it in my inventory for my shows, I'm printing it. That takes a few hours to print. Then I got to seal it. That takes some time to dry. Then I got to paint it. And the paints take 3 days to dry, at least 3 days, right? Because they're enamel paints. So they'll get like a skin on top, but they're still gooey underneath, right?
It's thick, it's thick paint.
Yeah, so I got to wait for it to cure. So that takes 3 days to cure. So right out the gate, if I started the day you gave me that order, you're waiting a week at least, you know? So I'm just saying, give me 3 weeks, and that's how I balance it. And if I'm running late, I'll just communicate that, and I'll just say, look, you know, the paint didn't come out the way it needed to, or look, you know, like this week, I'm going away for this whole next week coming up, leaving tomorrow morning. I'm flying out for a business trip for my job, my real life job, and I'm gonna be gone all week. So ain't no orders getting filled next week, right? So you know,
Yeah, and I must
so
say,
that's that real life.
And you also do custom pieces. Like this is not.
I do, but not
this is
for
us.
everybody.
Not
Yeah,
for everybody.
don't. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So because it's gotten so busy, everybody wants their logo done. Everybody wants their personal thing done, right? And listen, I can sell 40 X-Men signs in the time it takes me to make one of your personal signs. And your one personal sign, I mean, Grownassmentoyz aside, but other people, because y'all community, right? You're a community. So other people want GAMT signs or We Outside signs. So that's cool. But if it's not something that's your personal business, your personal logo, and then you just want it for your table or your show, whatever you're doing, right? It's gonna take me, I gotta make that, and it's a one-off, right? And the time that it's gonna take me to make that one-off sign for you, I could make 50 other things that I can put on the table and sell. So I'm very picky about the ones that I do personally for people, right? And if I'm cool with you and you're my people, you're going to the top of my list, right? But if you're just somebody reaching out and you're just like, yo, can you do my logo? And I'm like, get on the waiting list. And some people want like full blown ass illustrations. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, can you do my logo? And I'm like, send me your logo. And that shit's like, it's like a dog with toys in its mouth and this and that and the whole 9 yards and like old English lettering and the whole, like, what? Like that's an illustration, that's not, you don't know what a logo is. That's a picture. That's a whole illustration. That's a children's coloring book page. Like, come on, man. So, you got to dumb it down a little bit too, because you got to figure out how I'm making these things. It's got to be simple. It's a logo. So anyway, that's a long story long.
No, I got you.
Makes sense, bro. Makes sense.
I was going to ask you. So somebody watching the show now, they say, "Man, I never heard of this guy. I'm interested in getting a sign." Do you have a website they can go to and put their order in?
Yeah, man. DBlakeMakes.com.
So right now, what I want to do, if you don't mind, let's pull it up really quickly.
Pull it up, brother.
Let everybody, get a chance to see what it looked like.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
No, we good. Let me see. You said DBlakeMakes.com. DBlakeMakes.com.
Yeah. So while he's looking into that, so you pretty much make signs for like pretty much every toy line, as you can see. And I remember at one point, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about you visiting all these toy shows and toy cons. How's your experience and stuff? Let's check this out first.
So now, boom. So all right, I'm a new customer. I come here. Wow. Okay, I found the website. Is it self-explanatory, or what do I like? How do I get my sign?
I mean, what do you want to buy?
I want to buy a sign. I want to buy a Batman sign.
Display signs.
Display
signs. Click.
Right there. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Now I had to be a little mysterious with the wording here, right? So you can't just look up Batman because they're gonna shut my shit down.
Of course.
Right? So
of course.
Right. So I had to be a little tricky with some of my words, So it's all up in there. It's just you gotta browse. Unfortunately, you can't just like search for something. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the game right now that you just have to do a little bit of searching. So there's all the B-Mans, all the breakdown there.
You got a Nightwing
colors of everything.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Clay, you see this Nightwing sign collector?
I see it, bro. I seen it many times. Yeah, and the good thing about DBlakeMakes signs, they're very durable. Like say if you drop them, you ain't gonna be worrying about that shit shattering. They ain't no way.
I had a couple break, and that's I always tell everybody, if it breaks, I'll replace it. I stand by my quality. I stand by my work, right? So if it breaks, I'll replace it. And if you break it on purpose for a dope ass shot, like Matthew did with that Hulk, and he hit me up first. He's like, "Are you cool if I break a sign?" I was like, "I saw you posting that Hulk. Are you gonna break my Hulk sign?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do it, bro." And then the next time I saw him, I gave him a fixed up Hulk sign. So again, if you're gonna do it for a dope reason too, that's cool. But if you do it because you're pissed off, then I ain't replacing that.
Yeah, you pay nothing.
I like this venom. This venom is hard over here.
That's with the tongue is the first sign I ever designed. First one.
Oh
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I got my 3D printer, that was the first sign I ever did that I wanted for my display. That was the one that started it all.
Wow.
You drew that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I drew it up. Drew it
Wow.
all. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I use Adobe Illustrator. I create a vector file, and then I export that vector file, and I create a 3D image out of it using 3D software.
Awesome.
All right. So,
Amen.
okay, boom. So I see the signs. Now, if I go home,
Right.
action figures and more. You sell figures as well?
I do. Nothing's up there right now. I took mad pictures. I got so many figures I want to sell, but because I'm traveling this week, I didn't want to post them up because I don't want people placing orders and be like, "Where will you ship? You ship? You know." So I said, let me wait until next weekend to post those up. So that's going to be a full catalog. I got Mythic Legions. I got a bunch of DC figures, McFarlane's. I got some old school stuff too going up. So, you know, that, and I'll be posting on my Instagram and all that when I'm putting figures up.
Okay, no problem. So boom. Now I also see that you got accessories for the action figures as well.
Yeah, man.
Make these as well.
All my accessories bend. That's my shtick. Everything I make bends and will hold its pose.
Ah, that's dope.
Right? So I do webs, I do tendrils, and I got a few more things on here that I got to put up. Like I got regular chains, like I got the Kratos there. So they hold their shape, you know. So you want to get that nice whip action going, you pose it up and it'll hold its pose.
I think for the most part I've done that with the Kratos thing. And I've done the Spider-Man stuff, and when I tell you that, Rich, your hands, bro, he is putting in work.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. My fingers, when I'm done making these things, I'm like for 2 days I can feel throbbing in my fingertips. You know?
Wow, bro.
When I slowed down, I was like, yo, it just hurts, man. It's like without a pick. It's just that kind of feeling.
Yeah, man.
It looks amazing.
Amazing work, bro. Amazing.
Thank you.
All this work.
I think one of my favorite things is my favorite things are the tendrils, though. The Venom tendrils and the Ghost Rider chain has been so hot right now.
Yeah.
And and the batons, the Daredevil batons, been crazy busy right now.
Yeah, for the Mayfex figures, right?
Especially now.
The Mayfex, the Mezco, the Legends, all of it. People are eating up those batons now because you can pose them up real cool. You know, you get that Daredevil out there and you just pose up those windy, bendy, crazy poses.
Yeah.
And the price is not insane.
No.
None of your work is
insane. Man, I'm a collector, man. Like I'm a collector myself. And then that's my challenge, right? My challenge is, what do I charge somebody for this, right? And because, I mean, if you know it, you know that the materials don't cost a lot. It's the time that I'm putting into it, right? It's like that old Picasso thing where the woman sees Picasso in a diner or something, and like she's like, "Oh my God, Pablo Picasso! Like, can you draw something on this napkin?" And he did it, and he's like, "That'll be," and he did it like 12 seconds, whatever. And he's like, "That'll be $100." And she's like, $100? It took you 5 minutes, whatever, 5 seconds. He's like, "Nah, lady, it took me 40 years." You know, it took him that long to do it that fast, right? So it took me a lot of time to figure out how to do that Indiana Jones sign, to get that gradient, you know. It took me a lot of time to figure out how to design these things and what colors to use and what paints to use and, you know, materials and all that stuff. So, you know, and again, I put all this time into my collection. I'm buying figures for anywhere from what figures even $20 now? Figures $25, $30, right? $35, right? Up to $100 plus figures, right?
Right.
I'll pay $20 to put a sign on my display and just you know, give it that little cherry on top, you know. And accessories too. Like, what am I comfortable paying? You know, $15 for a set of 2. I think that's fair. You know, I'm a collector for collectors. I want people to have my stuff. I don't want to price myself out of work. You know.
Yeah.
That's true. So so the first time I met where we met DBlake and stuff like that, DBlake will always tell us it's good to represent yourself, like to what's that word? Damn it, to
branding.
Branding, yes, to brand yourself, because no one's gonna brand you, as much as you will brand yourself, something like that.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to brand yourself. You got to carve a name for yourself, and then you got to ride it till you die, right? It's, you know, you live long enough to die a hero or become the villain, right? Isn't that how it goes? Right? It. So, you know, I'm still trying to ride it out. I'm still trying to be that hero, you know, but one day it's all gonna go, you know. I think we all get challenged with that sometimes. I think we all come in sometime and just look at your collection and be like, I'm gonna sell it all. I'm gonna just it. I'm gonna sell it all. Like I got boxes for a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna box it all up. I'm gonna get rid of it, and then I'm like, no, I ain't.
No, I ain't.
no, hey, not today.
Not today, right? Hey, now I'm finna say, I'm pretty sure everybody thinks that way except Collector. He don't think like that. He like, I ain't selling shit. So,
Bro, do you see my name right there?
Yeah, Collector 45.
I see it. What I'm saying, but we were just talking about that on the last episode. Ironically, that we're eventually, we're going to, you're going to get older, man. We get older, and like you want to like people pass down houses and businesses and cars and equity to their kids and shit. I'm gonna leave my toys. Like no, like the kids nowadays don't give a damn about toys. Yeah. So they're gonna sell it anyway. And what's crazy because they don't care about it, they don't know the value.
Yep.
No.
So they're gonna give away a $450 hot toy for $20. Because they don't know the value. They don't give a damn.
You see it online, you see it on Facebook Marketplace
all the time.
You gotta jump on that. You gotta jump on that real quick, because they don't know the value. They just want to get rid of it. They're just trying to clean up the house,
Bro, I
got
got
a real personal question. So would you put all these figures to your kids, or would you just like sell it?
I don't know. I mean, my kids
is your kids are into it, or they just like that's
they
cool?
Like Thunderlings. I mean, they're little. And the girls, right? I got 2 little girls, right? And they're little. So all they care about right now is Roblox. Like
everybody, every fucking kid,
all they care about is fucking Roblox. All I hear all day. Can I have some Robux, please?
Yeah.
$10 Robux. All she's trying to buy is a goddamn skirt for her stupid little avatar. And I'm like, God damn, you're not even getting anything tangible. Like you're not even getting anything that you can keep in the game. Like you're just getting an outfit. And we're spending like hundreds of dollars on stupid little outfits for your little person online. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's all she care about. So,
and Roblox fans,
they're kind of into it. Like I got them a couple plunderlings, and they think they're cute, and they play with the plunderlings. So my one daughter's into purple, and the other one's into pink. Typical girl shit, right? So I got them the purple plunderling, and I got them the pink plunderling, and that's what they got in their room. And then they play with it, and they pose it up. And sometimes I'll mess with them, and I'll go in the room and I'll hide it somewhere in the room, and be like. They'd be like, "Where's my plunderling at?" And they'll be peeking out behind a book or something, So they like that stuff. So they're into it. But nah, man, this ain't for them. This ain't for them. So I'm smart though. Like I got bins with every accessory, and every accessory is labeled to the toy line, if I have a box for it or not, and the name of the figure, right? So worst case scenario, if I got to box it, or if I'm gone and my wife got to box it, she can put it up and say complete, right? Because we all know complete figures sell better than just a loose figure, right? So she can pair it up, if she's got to call any friends or put, calling a lifeline, to pair things up, she'll have it,
That's what's up.
That's amazing, man. Listen, D Blake, what we're gonna do really quickly is take a quick break and let you guys know how you can get some exclusive Grown Ass Man Toys merchandise. I don't have any on tonight. I was drinking a protein shake, and it wasted on me. So I ain't had time to change. But my brothers right here, they holding it down. So you can watch the video to get your own Grown Ass Man Toys merchandise. We'll be right back in one moment.
I made that.
He made it. He did.
He did.
We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Collector 425. 1/3 of Grown Ass Man Toys. If you guys don't already know, man, we got merch. Look at this. We outside. I'm a collector. We got the Grown Ass Man Toys podcast. Man, if you guys want one of these cool ass shirts, hit us up. We got sizes medium, large, 2X. We might have a 3X. We got shirts. We got sweaters. We got merch. Hit us up, man. You guys know the slogan. We outside.
Yo, so D Blake, you were talking the whole branding idea, like you bigging up your own brand. That's not some stuff that we're from the neighborhood, some of us. I know you understand what I'm saying. So we understand that hood economics is different from actual like selling stuff mainstream legally. Where did you get the branding idea from like bigging up your brand and how you're gonna come at this hobby and this community and sell this thing that you sell?
Yeah, man. I mean, I just kind of, red's always kind of been my color, so that's, I branded myself with the red. That's my signature, my DB. That's my initials. Like, that's been since I was a kid. Like, if I was drawing something and I did my little thing, it was like, that's me. So I just put it out there, and then like that's just, I put my little signature on, and then like I didn't really have a slogan. And then one of my followers, like, I put it out there. I was like, what do you guys think of these slogans? I put it out there. I was like, if you think of anything else, let me know.
Mm.
And one of my followers hit me up and he was like, treat your shelf. I was like, oh shit. Like, that's it. That's it. Right. Like, you don't get better than that. Right. So then, so that just became it. It just became treat your shelf. So now anytime he wants signs, like, he got that lifetime pass, you know what I'm saying? So he got that lifetime pass when he wants signs, so that's it. And that's just been it. It's been treat your shelf. And then if you look up the hashtag, actually a lot of people use it for books. It's a big book hashtag because you're treating your shelf with books, right? But
Books.
I feel like you got to treat your shelf, you treat your toys,
Yeah.
And then it just kind of blew up from there, right? So, again, just the branding, like staying steady, staying with what your look is, right? A lot of these guys come through and they're always changing their names, they're always changing their look, they're always changing their logos, they're always changing their slogans, right? And you can't remember who that is, God forbid, I changed my profile picture one time and nobody could find me. Nobody. I got so many people that like, I couldn't find you. Like, I was in, like, I'm looking in our chat and I didn't realize, I was like, who's this new guy chatting with us? Even though it said DBlakeMakes, like, they didn't know because I didn't have my logo as the profile picture, So,
Right.
You just gotta stick with it. If it's how if that's your business, if that's your brand, you just gotta stick with it and go with what works, Even my tables at the shows, if y'all see my tables, I got that red to white fade going on, I got the red table, fades up to a white, the DBlakeMakes, it's all, and the treat your shelf, it catches, it catches you, and everybody always tells me at every show I go to, I got one of the nicest booths at the shows because it's memorable. It catches your eye. It's something you're going to remember, So that's what branding's about, man. It's just, it's making a name for yourself and sticking to it.
Hey, D Blake. So if you something small, I was trying to set the fucking theme, the tone for the letters and the words to red and white, because I know that's what you do. You do the red and white. So I was trying to have everything. You feel me? I was just trying to have it because I know he do red and white.
I see what you do. Yeah, I see it. I see it now that you mentioned it. I see where we're going with that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Like usually we do like blue or green or something, some loud shit. But this are like red and white. That's what he do. So
that's what's up. See, you're Brandon. I'm Brandon Grownassmentoyz right now. Damn.
Dope.
There you go.
And I must say,
which way?
And I must say, every convention that I do go, and when you're there, you definitely stand out because you got that rod or that pole with the DB on it.
Big sign up in the air,
Big
and
sign
again,
that sticks out.
That's becoming, it's a necessity, right? The necessity is the mother of invention, right? So, I went to a show. I was doing one of my first shows. I was at ZoloCon in 2021, maybe 22. And, I'm watching YouTube videos and there are people that I know. And I'm like, bro, you didn't stop by my table. He's like, I didn't even see your table. And because you, and if I saw you, it was because you always had a crowd, right? So I didn't even see your table because I couldn't see past the crowd, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna take care of that, right? So the next show, I printed out a big ass 18-inch sign. I printed this. I put neon sign lights in it. Made my own sign. Boom, stuck it up 10 feet in the air, right? And then the next show, he's like, "There's DBlakeMakes," right? So even at ZoloCon this past year, they had the boards up, the pipe and drape, right? They had the drapes behind us, right? But my sign went above the drapes. So if you was across the entire floor, you could still see my little sign across the drapes and be like, there he is, and people found me like that. So again, you got to put yourself out there and find a way for people to find you.
That makes sense.
Do you think that, okay, or maybe it's a better question. How important is it for you to spend money on your brand? Like, do you think it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like something that you just, I'm this guy, I make this product, you know,
It sells itself. You think it
yeah,
just sells itself? No.
you know who I am, so you're gonna come to me. Is
Right.
it that simple, or do you have to spend money on? Do you have to go to shows? Do you have to get yourself out there? Do you have to spend money on marketing and design and?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You got to put. You got to spend money to make money. Anybody knows that, right? If you're running something, you got to spend money to make money. And one of my biggest challenges is when somebody comes to me and they're like, "I need help, promoting this, making this brand, doing da 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 da." Because I do branding, I do marketing, right? And people come to me and I say, "Well, what's your marketing budget?" And they're like, "Nothing. Like I don't really have a marketing budget. Like I don't really put money into marketing." I'm like, "Well, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to get your name out there, right?" So like, I'm not saying you got to advertise all the time, right? Like I'll do a sponsored post once in a while, right? And I'll run it. I think it's 10 days for $5 a day. It's $50, right? And out of that $50, I'll make a few $100s in sales. So it's made its money back, right? Because I got that promotion out there and people see it and now they're clicking through. Some people that might not have seen me before found me through that ad, right? But even little things, right? Like my jerseys, right? Wearing this around a show, right? So I wear this around and people see me. I'll go to New York Comic Con where I'm just going as a person, right? But I'll wear this. I'll wear one of my jerseys, $60 for a jersey, branded, stitched letters, everything. I got a football jersey, I got a baseball jersey, I got the hockey jersey, right? So depending on the weather, I'm dressed appropriately, right? So I'll be at a show and people call me out, D Blake, they find me. They can find me because they see it, right? So you got to put yourself out there. At my shows, I make stickers. I got my own stickers. I got them at the table. I never charge for my stickers. People are like, how much for stickers? I'm like, free, because I'm going to make you pay to put my name on your stuff.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I tell them. I'm not making you pay. I see people, they charge for their stickers. No, that's an investment, bro. You want them to come home and put your sticker on their desk or on their toolbox or on their on their refrigerator, whatever it may be, right? And be like, I remember that dude, right? Let me go place an order real quick, So again, it's an investment, building up my table. My table used to, for real, I didn't even have a tablecloth my first show, right? And now you see my tables, boom, ba, poo, So, again, it's you're investing in yourself is what it comes down to. You're investing in yourself. You got to spend money to make money. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, you do. You can't just, the product sells itself. The product is what sells, right? The product is what people want, right? But people don't know about the product unless you show it to them, right? You got to show them, you got to take the pictures, you got to put it up on the website. That website costs X amount of dollars per month to host that, right? So I got to factor that in too. If the hosting isn't free for the website, so I got to say, well, if I sell X amount, then that covers the website. If I sell this amount, then that covers that. If I sell a couple more signs, then I can run a promotional a sponsored post across Instagram and Facebook, right? Because it's turning, you're putting money back into the business. I gotta buy filament, I gotta buy paint, right? I gotta buy all the materials, right? My printer breaks, I gotta buy pieces for my printers, right? So you always putting money back into the business.
Yeah,
it's true. And shout out to D Blake for putting me on with the sticker brand. What was the name of the stickers?
The Sticky brand.
Oh, there you go, the Sticky brand. To the point that we got a new one.
I need that.
Yeah, so
that's fire. That's
definitely gonna send this to you. Are you going to the New Jersey Toy Con? Nice.
You know what? I'm in a bad spot right now because I have a family function on Sunday, so I can't do both days, and it's kind of strict about like they don't want one-day vendors, So I got to talk to the dude that runs it. I'm pretty cool with him, so I got to talk to him and see if he's cool with a one-day show. If not, I'm gonna go on just Saturday and just chill and hang out. I'll help out at the show and run some of the booths or whatever. But I might not set up. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll probably be there definitely on the Saturday, not so much on the Sunday.
And you know what? Not for nothing, no. Them shows, like these Jersey shows, it's not big for me anymore. I've sold to all my audience, right? So, I get very few like organic sales at these shows now because you see all the same people at all these same shows.
Yeah.
And they've already bought from me, right? And now that I got the website, people just buy when they want to buy. They don't wait to see me at a show.
Yeah.
You know, some people do. Some people wait to see me at a show, but some people they're just buy to buy. They can get it right away. You know, they don't got to wait a month to see me.
Right.
So, you know, the shows, the Jersey shows, North Jersey, Central Jersey, whatever, you know, they're fun to do because I get to see a lot of people. I get to think, but the sales aren't like they used to be, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and you got to make money because you spend money and time to do this for the
you
show.
got to pay for the booth too. When you go to the shows,
Yeah.
these tables cost hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, it's not $50. It's like $2 to $3.
Yeah, and so you got to make your money back, you know. And if I'm making my money back, and I'm only like, you know, barely making my money back, it's like, was it worth the effort? Was it worth, you know, hauling all this shit up there, setting it all up, spending hours to set up my table, sitting at that booth for 6 hours, 7 hours a day, you know, and just talking all day,
and then repeating it, repeating.
Yeah,
I just be talking all day.
Yeah.
You know, all day, and I lose my voice because I'm talking like. And again, I love people. I love seeing everybody that I see. I've made friendships through this community. I see a lot of people that you know I've introduced to this community, right? So I love it. I love the environment. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm there to make money. I'm there to make sales. You know, and if I'm not making sales, then why am I there? You know, so you know.
Hey, D Blake. So check this out. We've been on 41 minutes and 37 seconds now. If it's cool with you, we can go ahead and get started with the Grownassmentoyz tour room tour.
I like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play.
All right, here we go.
All
right, so where are we gonna start?
Wherever you want.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me turn down my, because I can hear myself now through my other microphone, and it's fucking me up.
Boom. Yo, I just muted.
You good?
Yeah, I did. The other mic is muted.
All right, I got you now. All right, so I open the door. We're gonna come right in through here.
Damn.
That's what I like to see.
Hold on, let me grab my light real quick.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Venom face.
Boom. All right, here we go. All right, so welcome to the room tour.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Hard, bro.
All right, so we can come in.
Oh shoot. What's
That's
that on?
my professional life right there. So that's where I'm making the money. And then up here I got all my 375 figures.
Who you got up there? Venom, mostly Spider-Man, Shocker, Electro.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Those OG ones.
Oh yeah.
Are you a
And
Venom
some
guy?
of these are the new ones.
Yeah.
And newer.
Are you a Venom guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm a Venom guy. I love Venom.
These
bro.
are glow-in-the-dark custom paintings.
Wow.
Wow.
Hard, bro.
My friend Bob Burke does all glow-in-the-dark paintings.
Wow.
And he hooked me up.
That's sick.
Yes.
And then over here I got Spidey head helmet.
That's nice.
Spidey over here. And if we turn around,
Here we go.
that's the door we just came in.
Yeah.
More Spidey. And there's the Spidey collection.
Wait, go ahead. You go to the right and
Is this, it's showing up the right way, right?
Yeah, you just gotta get closer to the figures.
I'm saying though, but Marvel's showing Marvel, not backwards.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure, yeah.
Yep, it's showing Marvel.
go from
So
right.
yeah, so we got coming over here, we got the old school Toy Biz.
Yes, I remember
No
those.
way.
Hey,
Right.
that's what Tone had, right? In the bathroom.
That Tone has a lot of those in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
Got my big
Yo,
ass
I wish Marvel
Spider-Man poster.
would do that again, right? Like now.
Oh yeah, with
That
the
would
little
be
diorama pieces.
Yeah, man. Like I don't mind spending $40 on that. Like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, these are great.
Hell yeah.
And even like this from the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
The whole light post.
Yeah, that's hard.
I bet you if you're trying to find that light post on eBay, you paying a grip for it.
Oh, they're not cheap. Yeah.
Crazy. You got a golden Spider-Man Funko Pop? What is that?
Yeah.
It's 14 karat gold.
Oh yeah. 24, baby.
24 karat.
That's what's up.
Sick.
And then I got the
Remember the
old
icons.
school. Remember this 18-inch Spidey?
Yeah, I heard about it. That's a Marvel Legend?
Yeah, he's big. It's from the first movie.
He's
And then now
huge.
I got Spidey broken out to like comic books.
Uh-huh.
And then that's going to go over here to like the Spider-Verse, which obviously I need to build out a little bit more.
What dictates if you should or shouldn't buy a Marvel Legend Spider-Man figure?
If I don't have it already.
So you just,
No,
pretty much he
but
has
for real
all
though,
of them.
if it's one that they've made already and it's just a little bit different, then I'm probably not going to get it.
Wow.
You know, like they did that 8-armed Spidey with Morbius,
yeah. That'd be
and it's
better.
the same figure, and Morbius was the same. So I skipped that 2-pack.
One of them has an ab crunch, right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
look
the
how I'm
2-pack
posing
has
it.
a little bit better articulation,
Yeah.
but it's still not worth it though.
My shit is so vanilla,
Ice.
and then down here I got the animated.
Okay.
Right,
I
so
must-
here's all the animated figures.
I must say those signs really make a difference, bro. It does.
bro.
Anybody gonna point out how they don't make another Mysterio on purpose?
Right?
Crazy.
And then here goes the MCU. I don't have a sign for MCU yet.
That's nice. So you collect comic and the MCU.
You know what? I never wanted the MCUs. And then I got that stupid ass Molten Man. And I said, all right, I already got some MCU. I might as well just keep going with it.
I don't see
But that's it.
you got the Jamie Foxx Electro. You got to know.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, that's okay. That's what that is. Okay, great.
Yeah.
great.
Yo, that Doc Ock is phenomenal. I heard, and
The new Doc Ock is nice.
yeah, I haven't got it.
I got the old Doc Ock too right there from the first movie.
Wow. Yeah, that's the wow. Yeah, that's the
The OG.
Yeah.
And then down here is like some of my goblins. I even got Spider-Man Monopoly.
just for the box art.
What? No, that's well,
The whole game.
it's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Monopoly, it's like Legos. That once they drop it like once like that, you ain't gonna see it again.
Oh yeah. And see there, I got my Ghost Rider. This is kind of like all the leftover Marvel guys that I dig.
Mm-hmm.
And I got
Do you
Deadpool.
do you double up for any reason?
Not necessarily. I used to, but I just couldn't afford it anymore. Like this, I got another one of him.
I know.
That
Right.
is phenomenal.
So I got a couple extras. So yeah, that's just a Spidey.
What's the
And then we come over here, and this is a Spidey statues.
Well, that's hard. I like the bust, right? You got a bust over there?
Right? Yeah.
Damn, that's hard.
Whew. Lord.
So these are all the numbered limited busts.
Sick. The zombie.
I
Venom.
love I know I
Yes.
love that so much.
Yeah, that's hard, bro.
Yo, the zombie Mysterio looks insane, bro.
Where is it?
Oh, well, it's not.
I don't
here,
have it
but-
here. No, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
the
got the little
Legos.
Lego heads.
Damn.
Did you actually build them?
Oh yeah, I built them. Me and my daughters.
Oh,
Oh,
nice,
wow.
bro. I ain't got the patience for it. My daughter likes it though.
And then down here I get like the little tchotchkes, you know?
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo, so
And some
looking at
pops.
this,
Mike.
so looking at this, D Blake, it's safe to say that Batman's your favorite character, right?
Nah, man, Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
I even got potato heads, bro.
Damn.
Wow, bro.
Hey, yo, a true collector. Ain't none of that shit open or nothing.
No. And then you asked if I like Venom, right?
Yeah, oh my god.
Look at that, bro.
Now that's a Venom shelf right there. What the hell I was
So
doing?
that's all the Venom, and then down there's all the bad guys.
Damn, bro. Oh my god.
Hasbro loves you, bro.
For real. And Diamond Select.
And Diamond Select.
There's all the Diamond Selects. Like,
Yeah.
remember these dudes?
Yeah, bro.
This big ass, like, I don't know. Is that a diorama? It's just a stand.
Yeah. I had some of those, yeah.
Shout
They
out
just
to my
don't-
boy. I don't know if y'all remember him, NorCal TF TMNT collector.
Oh yeah, he passed away.
He
right?
passed away. Yeah. He hooked me
Yeah.
up with a lot of these figures.
Yeah, NorCal. Yeah, I remember.
NorCal, yeah, dude.
He passed. He died a few years ago, right?
Yeah, a couple years ago. It's a shame.
Yeah, him
Big
and
loss.
AZ Figs is real cool. That's how I know him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like my little tribute to NorCal, having these figures up for him, remembering him.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's the ones that you say you'll never sell, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real.
because they mean something.
Facts.
Mm.
And then up here we got some of the bigger Venoms and symbiotes.
Wow.
Mm. Yo, do you have any hot toys in there? I'm just curious.
We're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay. You
I
got.
only got one Hot Toys though.
Ah,
I know.
no. Hey, listen, those eggheads, those egg attacks.
Yeah.
That right there, that motherfucker is expensive. You hear me? Just that one.
Is it really?
Yes, bro. Trying to get that right now, you paying about 190, 200. I don't know why.
What?
For real. I don't know why, bro. I was gonna get them
Damn.
a few weeks ago. And I'm like, I'm not paying that for that, man.
No. Well, I'm glad I got on the bus when it came out.
It's high, bro.
Yo, so that Venom is a kick bash, right? That Venom and Carnage up there.
These are imports.
From
Oh, okay. I've never
He's
seen
like
them.
15 inches tall and he's like 13 or 14. They're called Migu, M-I-G-U.
Oh.
that's a brand that's been around for a while.
They've been around for a minute. I've had them for a few years.
Never heard
Never
of
heard
it.
Like-
of them. Yeah.
Like, hold on, he's so big. Hold on. I'm gonna take Spider-Man.
Good.
Yeah, wow, bro.
How big
Uh-oh.
is he?
You know, but you know, it's like it looks like adaptation because they give him Venom claws.
Oh god damn.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
He's a big boy,
That's crazy.
but they're dope. And that's the popcorn bucket from the first movie.
Damn.
Damn.
It used to be white, now it's tan.
Right? For real. And then there's my Lego shelf.
That's what's up. Hey, you ain't playing with the Spider-Man thing, bro. You really about that life, man.
Yeah, man, I'm not joking.
How,
But that's just Spider-Man.
how much is that? Oh Lord, that's more Spider-Man than the Spider-Man.
Well, no,
before?
that's where we just came from.
Conrad's all confused and shit.
Oh, okay.
So we came from there, coming over. And this is just one wall, and we're gonna get to the other wall next.
Okay.
So that's the Spider-Man. That's basically. Hold on, let's get it on frame here.
Yo, I remember
So,
when
yeah.
Dave Blake had all his figures on the floor, all the boxes.
Oh yeah, you saw that?
Yeah. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So that's all the
Lego.
Spidey stuff.
How much was
Now
that?
we're gonna hit over into Mythic Legions.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
So
man,
there
that
we
Venom
are at the
was-
Mythic Legions. I'm very selective.
A lot of the recent ones.
Yeah. I have some of the older ones. And I have more in boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That dude with the gold right there, the gold hammer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh man, that motherfucker. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's a good one. I gotta get him soon. He's a 2-pack, right?
2-pack.
Yeah, he comes with this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta get him.
Yeah, it's going for
Gorgo
like
and
50.
whatever his name is.
I gotta have it.
I got the
I
unknown
want it.
one.
Wow.
Yeah. I got that.
Belphegor.
In your opinion, what is the the thing that makes you that makes a Legion so good?
The design, the details.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're not the best articulated figures,
Mm-hmm.
No.
but they are definitely beautiful.
Yeah, they look good.
And the pop and swap just
Hey,
with hot
yep.
water.
Yes.
Bro. That's
Yeah,
it.
I was just about to say I've been watching a lot of Door Glare lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the end, like whatever he's reviewing, at the end of the video, he makes that figure into an entirely new figure.
Right.
Just with
Yeah.
pop.
See, I can't mess with pop and swap
Me either.
because
It
Either.
my
bothers you, right?
OCD won't let me.
Yo, me either. Yo, and listen, I thought I was the only one. I can't
Nah.
do that shit, bro.
Unless I get 2 or 3 of a figure, they got to stay exactly like they were.
Facts. I can't do it.
I can't
Like,
do it.
I could pop and swap it, but I gotta put them back. After
You got to put it back, right?
Yeah, I gotta put it back.
Like,
man.
the Torion here, there's a post there to put a head on it.
Okay.
So I took one of my extra skeletons and put the head up on there, and that shit is driving me crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real. So that's the Mythic Legions. I got my little Trevor calendar there.
Nice.
And we come over to my little corner DBZ.
All right.
This is kind of like that shelf that doesn't have a theme. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
figures that you just like that are dope, that don't have a theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I got like Bob Ross and Doc Knock and Odious, the Max and Elf.
That T-Rex is crazy.
I love that T-Rex. That's a Hammond collection.
Keep hearing that. I gotta get one.
It's good.
I don't know why.
And it works.
You're gonna set it in 2 hours.
I got T-Rexes, man.
Like I've had this for a minute too, from some Sin City.
Sin City. Yeah.
It used to. I don't have batteries in it, but if you flick the switch, he actually electrocutes.
Oh, so it lights up.
Yeah, the eyes light up and the whole thing vibrates, and then it talks.
That's dope.
And then up here
don't make 'em
is
like
one of my
that
favorite
anymore.
pieces.
Oh,
That's Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Yeah, man.
Who makes Kill Bill? Oh, that's statues.
These are McFarlane's.
Yeah, the old days. Yeah.
Yeah, like they got spurting blood features and stuff.
They gotta
That's crazy.
They gotta come back with it. I need that. Update.
I wish that like they never finished the line. Like this is everything. This is the whole line. They didn't make Oranishi. They didn't make Bud.
Oh, they gotta make a lot of other people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite movie series.
Now, do you think
hell yeah.
they will ever pick it back up or not?
Nah.
Probably not.
Probably not, right? It's been too
And then
long.
these are actually Hattori Hanzo swords
That's sick, bro.
bought from hanzosword.com.
See, this is why I love these toy room tours, bro. Nobody so far.
Everybody got different stuff, bro.
Everybody got. This is why we do what we do, and we have this show to have people see this amazing stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then over here's where the magic is made.
Yeah, that's when you go live and you start showing.
Yep.
That's
So
dope,
this is
man.
where I do paint up my signs. It's my little
Again,
workstation.
Branding right there,
Well, that's, I got the camera right there that's pointing down.
pointing down. Yep, that's dope.
So that way, whenever you see it, you see my like watermark.
And when it needs to dry, so where do you put them?
They go right here.
Look at that.
Okay.
Damn. Hey, now.
So these, I just painted these this week.
Oh, okay. Those the same shelves that your figures are on, right?
Yeah. So I just put up a little section over here and just spaced them out so that I could put all my drying rack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about stuff bumping into it.
Exactly. And it's high enough that like my dog's hair don't get on it or nothing.
D-Blake
Like
Walker.
that's brand new.
Kmart
Yeah.
was
Do that Marvel sign. I want it.
Kmart was closing, and D-Blake walked in there and said, "Yeah, let me get all these walls right here."
For real. They weren't cheap either.
Yeah, I remember when he got the shipment and he started like building it himself.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
Oh, boy.
I documented every step of the way.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then here's more Spider-Man. So this is 1-to-1 Alex Ross bust.
Yes, I'll be seeing that in the comic stores over here. So where I live at, even Chubsy Wubsy, I believe, has that too.
Does he?
I think so. If not, I know he has the Wolverine and stuff.
Wow.
That's one of those ones that, again, I'll never sell. Like, they tell you if you had a chance to run in and get something, like if there's an earthquake or something, you had to vacate, like, you know, what is it? Not vacate. What is it when they make you leave? Evacuate. Right?
Yeah.
I'd have to take that. Because this was my gift for my first Father's Day.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
My wife took me to the comic shop and she goes, you can have anything you want in the shop.
Wow.
It was this, and it was that zombie Venom bust you saw.
There you go.
And they know they had the Green Goblin version, and I didn't want to be greedy. But now I wish I had, because now that thing is really expensive.
Wow, bro.
But yeah, so more Spidey up here.
Where's the wall where all the stickers?
Coming around.
Oh,
There's all my lanyards from all my shows.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my God, that's a lot of lanyards, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
So these are RetroCon, ZoloCon, LegionsCon, ToyCon, and anything else that got mixed in there.
Dealer.
Right? And then there's my little TV to watch. There's my pin collection.
Wow.
Wow. That's dope.
And then over here's the stickers.
Yeah.
That's the sticker wall.
A lot of damn stickers.
It's almost full, bro.
Yeah, it's getting there.
So what are you gonna do so when it's completely full?
Put another wall up somewhere. I don't know.
Is it like a project board or something like that? Like a
It's 1/4-inch thick, not it's 1/8 inch thick rather. It's just a sheet of plastic.
Oh,
okay.
And then I pinned it to the wall.
Nice.
So that way I can move it around if I want to.
Yeah, because you used to have something like this on your booth on the wall.
Yes,
right?
on the back of my booth, I started putting stickers on the back of my booth. And then I said, well, I only get to see those at shows. I want to see them at home.
Right.
There you go.
It's nice.
So yeah, man. Where are y'all?
We there.
I
know
see
you're there.
A little bit up on the left, where it says between two sandals. Where Detour Customs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. See, I caught it.
Actually, and you're up there because you're one of the first ones I put up. Like I started in this corner.
I thought he had the other one too. With the three of us.
Yeah, I got a few of y'all in here. But I need that new one.
Yeah, definitely.
Got this dude right here.
Look at me with my big ass hat.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's a sticker wall. And now we're gonna come down this wall.
Oh, I thought we was done.
No, that's just that wall. We gotta come down this wall. So I'm gonna come down and start from the end again.
This shit is wild. Look at that.
There's the Thundercats. Oh,
that's Super 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
man.
Super 7s except for these little guys.
That's nice, bro. And again,
the only ones I'm missing are I just want the main line. I don't need like Poomra or the Snowman from Hook Mountain. Yeah, you know, I just want the main villain and the main characters. So I just need Wile E. Kid and Wile E. Cat. But I'll be done.
Those are the people watching that don't understand the significance of Thundercats. What does Thundercats mean for you?
Oh boy.
Childhood. That's my life. That's my growing up. Like that's something that you look forward to. Saturday morning cartoons. You know? Adventure. Excitement.
Yeah.
I still watch it.
Were you ever a He-Man person? Or you
I was, but like I don't know if I think I had Castle Grayskull, but I don't think I played with it too much.
Yeah.
I had the Cat Slayer back as a kid. I had the Thunder Tank.
Wow. That's
Wait,
I love that Thunder Tank.
That thing is sexy.
Printed or that's the real one?
That shit is huge.
What happened?
Is that 3D printed or is that the real one?
This is the Super 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the real one.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the layer?
No, I ain't got a spot for that.
I think Toy Father got it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did, right?
He's trying to convince me to get one.
do it.
I'm like,
Plunderlings,
stay back.
He says,
And then there's my Plunderlings.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
dope.
it's time
Man.
for them.
I only got one. I was just trying to, test the waters. It's not really for me. It's not for everybody.
Oh no, the Plunderlings?
Yeah,
They're fun, dude.
they are fun. Yeah,
I think
I
they're a
got
lot of
that one
fun.
right there.
They have personality.
that's the only one I got right there with the hammer and the purple one right there. Yep.
I
Yeah.
used to have a bunch of them, and I bought them from somebody who was getting out. And then when I tried it a little bit, I took a few pictures with Collector.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to let it go because I'm like, all of the expansion packs and all of that, I was gonna spend some money on these things, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got the crates.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my little AWOC set up here.
They walk.
I can't
That's
wait
nice.
for the next line of these to come out.
Yeah, and I just got one of them just to test the waters on something new.
They're fun too. They pose nice.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't me.
That's me. I'm good.
And I got my Fury.
Yes.
I got to get those pandas. I slept on those pandas.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get those pandas. I was trying to win it and Marvelous is raffle, but I keep losing. Fuck. Because Marvelous got
And then here we go, Mortal Kombat. I got like 3 shells of Mortal Kombat.
Bro, I didn't know that you collect Mortal Kombat figures, bro.
Oh yeah. I started with the McFarlanes because Storm was way out of my league. And then you hooked me up with a bunch. And then a few other people hooked me up. And then that was it. I was hooked.
Yeah, bro.
Now all I need is the ninjas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Liu Kang.
Yeah, man. Love that Liu Kang.
Sick, bro.
Fighting Baraka. There's the Cybers. That's what you hooked me up with the Cybers, right?
No, I hooked you up with the Liu Kang
Mm-hmm.
and the Kung Lao.
Oh yeah.
Kung Lao. Yeah. And I think it was some other ones.
And then down here's the McFarlanes.
So McFarlane's did pretty good. So for the price range that they were doing it for, it's pretty.
Oh
good.
yeah.
Like it's crazy how that score.
Fire.
That's that skull I had from the dollar store from a long time ago, and it's scaled perfectly.
Yeah.
And then down here I got all the spawns. And that's that bullshit that I said I never would do. I'm like, I'm gonna get another spawn just because he's got a club or just he's got a sword, he's got an axe.
Welcome.
And then my dumbass got every one of them. But it ties into my spawn collection. Like these are old school spawns. Movie. And that's that Kickstarter spawn right there. Uh-oh, did we lose it?
Hold on.
Oh, got my back.
Wrong screen.
There we go.
Oh, that new Kickstarter spawn. Yeah. Lit.
Yeah, that's that Kickstarter spawn. It's nice.
I know it. I wish I got one.
And the Violator. And then we even go to old school 10th anniversary on the cross.
You got some
And then
shit.
some older figures. What happened?
You got some stuff in here, man.
Oh, yeah. And these are my bins. Marvel, NECA. Everybody got their own spot. Now we pull one out.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Everything's labeled. Tells you what it is, what line it came from.
Wow. So you was not lying talking about
No, man.
God forbid something happens. Everything's labeled.
Everything's labeled. Uh-oh. There we go.
Nice.
All right. And then we're going to come over here to Street Fighter.
Look at that.
There it goes.
Oh, you got more than one Blanca.
I just got him 2 days ago.
How you like it?
Disappointing for the price.
Seriously?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
price?
That's the Storm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what you mean disappointing? What's wrong with it?
Like, look how you can't pose SHF. You can't pose him like that.
Okay.
That's as low as he goes.
Yeah.
So
Now-
that's disappointing.
Yeah. So what do you think about the other one?
Jada? Oh, I'm in for Jada.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jada might not post like that either, but
Jada's close. I've seen the reviews.
yeah. We're gonna see. I'm gonna get it regardless, but we're gonna see.
Yeah.
So what made you do that color Street Fighter sign?
Cheney 180. Cheney was the one that pushed me to make this Street Fighter signs.
Yes,
The Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he said, you got to do the pink. And I said, all right, I'll do the pink. And then he's like, you could also do this like aqua color. And I was like, all right.
It looks dope though.
Yeah, it came out real nice. So I got a whole bunch of different ones. And then I did it in red too.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That looks beautiful.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm in, I'm not just into it like a brand. I'm into it as a line.
Right.
So I got Storm, I got SHF, I got Soda, I got Jada.
And Soda dead. Soda gone. But
Oh
they-
yeah, Soda long gone, but
They had them Dan. They had Dan. Yeah, Kumon. Had a couple different.
yeah. I mean, they're good figures.
Oh yeah. What is that? What is that in the back? Look like Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah, these are called Big Kid Toys or something like that.
They are expensive as fuck, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
OD.
let me see.
OD.
Oh, he's dead. I got to put batteries in him.
Yeah,
Does this
so
one
it
work?
lights up and I
they're
think
dead, too.
It says Hadouken or something. Hadouken.
Yeah, it lights up and he says Hadouken and he does the Shoryuken.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're expensive. They're like more than 200.
No.
Yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah, damn. I paid like 40 for them.
How much?
Like 40, 50 maybe?
Oh yeah, nah, hell no. they cost way more than that.
I just want to say it's disrespectful the way you got DJ getting kicked like that.
You know,
Who's DJ, bro?
Somebody playing. They don't have the right person using DJ.
yo, for the longest though, I had Fei Long kicking Bison.
Mm-hmm.
And then when these two came out, I was like, I need a new pose for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Hey, yo,
Because I take these and take them, I put them right on my table at the shows.
At the shows, yeah.
Are those two?
Yeah.
Mhm.
KO.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at the time, hold on, let me turn this thing off. At the time, I was, these figures had just come out.
Okay.
So I wanted them to pop on the show.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's hard.
Anytime I bring a new figure out, like I'll bring Kintaro,
Mhm.
I'll bring Shao Kahn,
Nice.
and it draws people attention.
Right.
Especially to your signs too, because when you
Yeah.
have the KO or
Facts.
fatality.
Hey, D-Blake,
Exactly.
really
Yeah, man.
quickly, let's do one more short break.
Yeah, let's go. And we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, one more short break. I'm gonna let everyone know how you can get your own Grownassmentoyz toy room tour. Follow the steps to the video. We will be right back in one moment.
What's going on, you guys? Real Comrade here. And I just wanted to let you guys know, perhaps you wanted to do a toy room tour. And perhaps we wanted to invite you on to a toy room tour. How could we make that happen? Well, you could send us a comment here in the comment section on this video, or you can DM us on IG, any one of us, Marvelous Shots to Fox, Collector 425, or myself, The Real Comrade, or even the Growing Ass Men Toys page, you can DM and send a message just letting us know that you want to do a toy room tour. And we would gladly love to sit down and talk to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Continue to enjoy the show. We outside.
All right, D Blake, all you.
We back.
Yep.
All right, so that was the Street Fighter. And then we can come down to rest of the video games that I dig. So again, these are all figures. These are all games that I love growing up. So Devil May Cry, God of War, Gears of War, Mega Man, Darksiders rather.
Is that the 5K Toys version?
Yeah, that's the Abyss Knight.
Yeah, he sold out quick. Can't find him nowhere, bro.
I jumped on it the day it went up.
Damn, and I missed it.
He is fire for sure.
He is, bro. He
And
is.
Gears of War, I'm so mad Storm lost that license.
Yep.
Yo, I had Dominic and the other girl, I had them pre-ordered forever.
Oh, so those not coming out now?
No, they canceled it.
What?
Yeah, like I even got the cog tags.
Bro, I had a lot of the gears.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot
the NECA line, right?
No, I had with Storm. I had the cogs, the cog heads. It came.
Oh,
with
yeah.
It came with the Warden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
That
had
Warden is mad expensive right now.
Dang, crazy. I know you can't get them now.
Crazy.
I had all that.
And then we go down here to the indie lines. Savage Crucible.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And we go into Action Force, Valaverse.
Nice.
And then we're going to go up here to my movie stuff. So we go on movies. We got Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And all the Build-A-Figure pieces.
Fire.
And we're going down here to horror. And some of these are like old school McFarlane movie maniacs.
Okay.
Down here.
Yeah.
That's from like the 90s. That's what got me into collecting. These right here.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time, nobody was doing something like this.
Yeah.
Nobody had that level of detail.
Yeah, I got two of those figures right there. Those are the Dawn of the Dead. Is it Dawn of the Dead?
No, this is Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. That's what it is. Yeah, and it comes with like a little poster.
Yeah, you had a movie plaque.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this was the Tortured Souls.
Oh my God.
That was McFarlane and Clive Barker from Hellraiser.
Yeah, I used to have that until I met my daughter's mother, and she said that shit's demonic.
Gotta go.
Get rid of it.
That's gotta go.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Now we go into some more fantasy and other movies. Hellboy, Elvira, Legend, Labyrinth.
Yeah, Legend is the movie, bro. Even to this
hell
day,
yeah.
love it, bro.
So good. So Tim Curry's a bomb.
Dude, I was scared of that dude. So when I was younger, terrified, bro.
Oh yeah, scary as a child.
Yeah, bro.
And we go over to Predators, Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
We go over to Jaws.
Wow, so you pretty much got a little bit of everything, bro.
Oh yeah, like that McFarlane Jaws.
Yeah,
I've had some crazy offers for that.
that's a Funko Pop one.
Well, this one is, but this is the old McFarlane.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $300 plus.
Nuts.
Crazy.
And then back to the movies. We got Back to the Future. And I got that DeLorean from Tommy. That Kickstarter DeLorean.
That was spending money.
That's good. It was a good piece. Some RoboCop. Old school Matrix.
Wow.
That's so dope.
Yeah, it's hard.
And then some newer figures.
Corpse Bride.
Yeah. And then we're going up here to the turtles. So I have every turtle figure from the movies.
Live action.
Bro,
Yep,
look
live
at the
action.
Super Shredders, bro. That's crazy.
The what?
The Super Shredders. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know they made 3. I thought they only made 2.
No, different colors.
Yeah. Different color scheme, yeah.
Man.
So yeah.
Aquino.
Kevin Eastman, Spirit of Splinter.
Yeah, you can only get that in the loose crate, right?
Loot Crate,
The
yeah.
Loot Crate, yeah, that was Loot Crate exclusive. But now it's coming out in the 35th anniversary set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, they did a phenomenal job on the Ninja Turtles, the movie ones, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what got me hooked.
Yeah. You know what? I regret selling my Toka and Razor. I sold it to Machu.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and but you know, like I sold my entire NECA set, and I just kept the giant 1/4 scale turtles. I got all 4 turtles in Shredder. So I'm like, when you get those, you don't really need the
that's all you need.
Yeah, so I'm good now. But I do miss the Toka and Razor though.
Now I got the box sets. The only box sets I don't have is the first movie and the first accessory set.
Man, I had all that shit. I would have sold it all to you.
I'd have picked them up too.
Yep, he sure did.
Oh, and then before we quit, real quick, we gotta go back out for a minute.
Too legit.
Or we wrap up.
Spider-Man hanging upside down.
So this is where all the big ticket items live.
Oh,
wait a minute. You know what's crazy? I think you showed this on Instagram.
In our group chat.
You did.
Oh, yeah. I never seen this shit, though.
That's hard. He did show that.
I look like that could have been a fish tank or something like that. What was that originally? You repurposed
The old owner of the house had baseball, signed baseballs in there.
That is sick.
So I took out a couple shelves, painted it all black.
Hard, bro.
Perfect place to put stuff, bro. Ain't nobody gonna
especially the ones that are pricey.
Yeah, nobody's gonna knock anything over in there.
That shit is swinging. And those are all the webs that you made, right?
No, these are the webs they came with.
Oh, okay.
D-Blake,
yeah.
On pose a little bit now.
Keep it simple. And then down here's all the iron sprays. There's my only hot toy.
God, man. Are you going to get any more hot toys?
You know what? I'd probably end up getting the Mondos, the animated ones.
Bro, I got the Venom and the Black Suit Spider-Man.
I know.
Oh my God, bro.
They're so good.
Oh man, they're amazing, bro.
So how do you fight the temptation on getting figures, especially when you go to all these Legion cons? I mean, all these toy cons.
What's the how do I stop myself from buying everything?
Yeah, like me. Like if I go to all these toy shows, I gotta go to the Legion's table and try to get them all type of shit.
Oh yeah.
You when you work in there, you always surrounded by those tables. Like how do
well,
you
I'm lucky because so I can't leave my table for too long.
Okay.
Right? So that's how I keep away from it.
Hey, number.
Yeah, I'll get people to watch my table for a minute, and I'll run out. But every time I run it, I'm spending money, So, I gotta watch myself, and that's what in the beginning when I first started doing the shows, yeah, I was not coming home with a lot of money. I was coming home with a lot of toys, because I was making that money and I was going to spend it at the next table, and then it just got to the point where I was like, I've already collected a lot of what I already want, and B, I like coming home with money more than I like coming home with toys,
Right.
So, so that's really what keeps it easy for me. And again, the fact that I can't leave my table, the fact that I stay at my table, it's just me. And if I leave my table, I'm losing sales, so.
But the thing is, when you guys come in ahead of when the show starts, Don't
Mhm.
you get to talk to people?
Oh yeah, like Saturday morning or Sunday morning, if it's a weekend show and you're already set up, you know, you just start walking around, you say hi to all the vendors, you start picking up stuff. Oh yeah, like that's, you know, Sunday's easier because you made money on Saturday, you know, but Saturday's tough because you ain't made no money yet, right? So, you know, you got to play around with it a little bit. And again, you know, some people I hook up, you know, we do a trade, you know, they want signs, I want figures, we do a little bit of trade action, you know. But
That's true.
you know, it works out. Yeah, collector, like we hooked it up. that's how I got some of these guys from y'all. You know,
and it was like smooth transaction, really smooth.
it's beautiful.
Like,
you
yo,
know,
so where you at?
to win.
I'm over here in the parking lot. I'm outside. No,
I
I'm
got all
outside.
black on.
You got the stuff.
Yo,
got
it
the-
was mad funny, bro.
Open the trunk. Yeah, open the trunk. Open up the briefcase. You know,
Yeah.
close the briefcase.
Yeah.
You know, discreet, right? But no, it's all good, man. That's what I love to do. You know, again, it's a win-win. You know, and I always want to make sure the people that I'm doing trades with are winning, right? If I value my signs at $20 and you got me $40 worth of figures, I'm gonna give you $60 to $80 worth of signs, right? I want you to win. So I'm always going to give that value more than what I'm getting from you guys, right? Because I want to make sure that, you know, again, you're getting a handmade product. You're not getting something that, you know, I spent money at a store and I'm doing a trade like that. You're getting something that, you know, the materials don't cost a lot, but again, it costs me time to make, right? So I want to make sure that you feel like you're winning, right?
Yeah.
So that's, anytime I do that, I'm always hooking people up like that.
It's true. It's true. There's been times that I couldn't make it to the show and I wanted a sign, and you looked out for me also, and I had my Naruto sign right there, and I still found it amazing how you blend in the yellow with the orange.
Yeah, the blending.
The blending. It's not like you know, it's like all solid yellow and then a heavy orange. No, it's merged together.
Yeah, that Naruto took a long time to figure out. Took a long time. A lot of mess ups, you know, like that's the thing. Like, none of these work out the first time. It's a lot of mess ups. It's a lot of ones I throw out. I don't show a lot of that behind the scenes. But you know, it's, you know, Indiana Jones took a long time to figure out that gradient, you know. Street Fighter, you know, that took a long time to figure that out. So, you know, trying to play it with it and trying to figure out how far away to hold the cans and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a lot of trial and error.
Are you gonna come to the Legion Con?
Oh yeah,
This year?
Legion Con. I'll never miss Legion Con.
Yes, it's so much.
I don't care if I lose money at Legion's Con. That's the show. Like, that's the show I will always do. You know, it's just, that's like the social event of the year, man. That's one of the best cons of the year. Get to see so many people from around the country, around the world come in for that show. So that's a show, like, people have been clamoring, trying to get tables at that show, and you know, we're grandfathered in. I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to pry that table from my cold dead hands. I don't care if I just sit at that table without nothing to sell. That's gonna be my table, and that's where people are gonna come. You know, and that's the thing. People just come to my table and chill. Like, it's just become that spot. You know, y'all see it. You see the group shots. Like, that's the spot. That's the people come and take the pictures and stuff. So, you know,
the photo booth. Yeah, pretty much.
That's a photo booth. You know, so it's a good time, man. I love it. I love the environment. I never wanted to do shows, and then people are like, you gotta do shows, and I was like, nah, I don't want to build that inventory, you know. I don't want to have stuff on hand. I don't know what to bring to a show. I don't know how many I need to bring, you know. And then I had a show that was local to me, like a half mile from my house, and I went there and I was like, yo, can I sell these? And he's like, yes, come. You know. And that was it. And you know, I made a couple $100 that day, and I thought I was the king of the world, you know. And now I'm making a lot more than a couple $100 a day on these stupid things. So, you know, it's become a profitable hobby.
And it's so crazy how other vendors that are selling, for example, the Plunderlings, you make signs for them, and they showing it on your on their table, and that's you. Where you get that sign from? DBlakeMakes, right down there.
Right over there. Yeah. And I'm becoming part of Kickstarters now. Like, I did the Cursed Dead Kickstarter. I might be doing something with the Plunderlings for their next Kickstarter, Odious with their next Kickstarter, you know. So, you know, just having an extra little plaque as an add-on for that Kickstarter, it helps boost the Kickstarter funds, right? And it's something cool. Excuse me, it's something cool that you're not going to get anywhere else. You know, I make sure that it's a unique version just for that Kickstarter. You know, it's not something that you're just going to get at my web store.
Right.
Web store.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hey, D Blake, this the last question I'm gonna ask you. I ain't gonna hold you because I know you got a big day tomorrow, like you said. You got to do a lot of traveling and everything.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go soon. But what I want to ask is, how good does it feel that people are clamoring for your signs? Like you go and you see, like some room tours that we did, we had some of your signs on the walls and things like that. So like how good does that feel, man?
No, it's
like,
an honor. It's an honor, bro. When people send me pictures of their displays, and you won't even believe what I've seen people do with these things. Anywhere from action figure photography to the collections to comic books to movie props. Like, I've seen some crazy displays of using these, and every one of them just touches my heart. Like, that's what brings it full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes me love doing this. Anytime I feel like I want to hang it up, and then somebody sends me a picture of the display, or I see a toy room store, or I see a shop like Chubsy Wubsy or Toy Cantina, or one of these shops that have my signs around their stores, there's a Naruto. Like, that's beautiful, man. Like, that just sends it home to me. So it's a tremendous honor when I see people displaying their stuff and coming to me for their displays. I get hit up quite a couple times a week, like, yo, when are you going to post this up? When are you going to post that up? Or can you do this? Can you do that? Because they want my stuff, And again, I'm honored for that, There you go, Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's just so dope. Something so simple. That dope ass Dio, just Goku. He don't got some crazy ass like hundreds of figures. It's just that. But that right there speaks a volume, So that's it. It's an honor to me when I see that display and I see pictures like that. Like, again, that's full circle for me.
D Blake. So I know I said one question. Last question, final question for sure. Do you have any plans on ever being done with making signs and probably putting your talents into doing something else?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, I think about it often, honestly. Like, I'm at that point now, especially when I've realized I've sold out of like New Jersey in this area, and I got to start spreading out and going to do Pennsylvania shows or New York shows or Maryland shows, right? I'm trying to get down to Toylanta or Joe Fest. I'm trying to get down there to Joe Fest, which is in Atlanta, right? I got to spread out more because that's where I'm making the money, is at these other shows, and that costs a lot more to do those shows, So that at what point do I'm just like, okay, the website's up, the website's doing good, and I can just promote myself on social media and not have to do the shows anymore, Or, all right, the website's starting to die down. Like, maybe everybody's got these and nobody wants them anymore. Maybe it's time to hang it up, And my wife's like, my wife asked me, when are you going to be done with these? And I'm like, when people stop buying them, So, it's just, again, it's still a hobby. It's not a job. It brings in a nice little bit of change, and I'm just going to keep doing it as long as people want them. It's fun. It don't take me a lot to do. It lets me use my graphic design skills. It lets me use that creative output, right? It's that creative outlet for me. It gets my brain moving, It keeps me vibrant and creating. And that's what I'm saying. Always be creating, always be doing something, Yeah. So that's it.
D Blake, listen, man. We really, really appreciate you coming through and
appreciate you guys
spending your Sunday with us, bro, and taking care of everything. Listen, where can the people find you at? They want to reach out to you directly.
DBlakeMakes on this way. DBlakeMakes on all social media, right? Facebook, Instagram. I think I got a Blue Sky out there. I got a Twitter. I got TikTok, but I'm mostly on Instagram sometimes, and everything carries over to Facebook. DBlakeMakes.com for all of your signs. And I'm going to hook it up with y'all. I'm going to make a code for y'all to get 20% off. We're going to do something like We Outside, right? Let's go with that code, We Outside. And we're going to do 20% off for Grownassmentoyz. So if you made it this far in the stream and you want some of my signs and treat your shelf, hit up DBlakeMakes.com and do We Outside in the code, and you get 20% off. How's that?
Love it. I love it. With D Blake, listen, man, we ain't going to hold you no longer. Thank you again, brother. Have a safe trip out there. Have a safe trip back, man. Listen, God bless. Thank you again for coming on. On that note, I'm your boy, Marvelous Shots.
It's always love. I love seeing you guys. I love our group chats. I love seeing you at the shows, man. And again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for bringing me on. I'm glad we made it work out. I'm gonna go get yelled at by my wife now for going over time. But we all good, fellas. Love you guys.
Thank you, man.
Be good.
Peace out. We outside. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.